a minor league baseball radio announcer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, wants to write a book about a murder in Pleasanton, California that took place in 1984. I'd like to thank Will McKay for believing in me, even though my credentials were unique for a true crime. Commissioning editor Megan Ladisaw is a rising star in the publishing industry. If she can coax this book to completion with me, imagine what she'll do editing future books from professional true crime writers. When you spend 4 years working on a project, the final edits are the most nerve-wracking. Thanks to production editor Katie Stitley for her patience as I flew around the Pacific Coast League in the summer of 2015 and kept tinkering with the manuscript between broadcasts. The Pleasanton Police Department and Alameda County District Attorney's Office were generous with their time. Special thanks to Keith Batt, Bill Eastman, James Knox, Stacy Pettigrew, Dana Savage, and Gary Tollefson in particular. Carlson is mostly estranged from his family. He spent so much time in prison and as a transient that finding people willing to talk for a balanced perspective was nearly impossible. I feel empathy for Carlson's siblings and greatly appreciate elder sister Tanya welcoming me into her home and answering all my questions. I did my best to present his side fairly and accurately. This book is based on police records, courtroom testimony, and the memories of those involved. Because the murder happened over 30 years ago, some inconsistencies will be evident in the sequencing of events by the parties involved. Not every story told to this author was used. The book reflects the most reasonable account of what happened. It was never my goal to prove Carlson innocent or guilty. That was the jury's responsibility. I wanted to explain life in Pleasanton in 1984. Tina's life, Steve's life before and after the murder, the frustration of the police in solving the case, and how this story still resonated with the community 3 decades later. Chapter 1. April 5, 1984. It was the coldest crime scene I've ever seen. Bill Eastman. It was Tina Faelz' turn to sit in the front seat of the car on the way to school. Tina was the elder child, a 14-year-old freshman at Foothill High. Her younger brother, Drew, an 8-year-old in the 2nd grade at Donlin Elementary, was in a bratty mood. Drew wanted to sit in the front seat and jumped in the car first. Upset, Tina fired a few choice words at her younger brother. That, Drew said, was the last conversation I ever had with my sister. Where to sit in the car was the least of Tina's concerns. Her mother, Shirley, was driving her to school because she had stopped riding the bus. Tina was trying to avoid the neighborhood girls who threatened her, taunted her, and made her life miserable at the bus stop, on the bus, and on campus. As they approached the high school, Shirley asked her daughter, "Do you want to change schools?" Tina shook her head. "Not now. I'll wait until the end of the year, then transfer." Before leaving for school that day, freshman Julie Asplin told her mother that she was staying after school to make up a typing exam. As a result, she'd miss the bus and walk home with her friend Tina Faelz. "My mom insisted that I didn't stay after school that day," Asplin said. "She had this horrible feeling that something bad was going to happen. She said, when I grew up and have my own family, I would understand that feeling." It was a busy time on campus. 7 more school days remained until spring break. The senior ball was a few weeks after that. Graduation was roughly 2 months away. The day was filled with tension on campus. Around 10 a.m., woodshop teacher Gary Hicklin heard a loud commotion outside his classroom. Hicklin was told a student was locked in a trash dumpster. Hicklin went outside, unlocked the dumpster, and was startled to see a freshman named Steve Carlson inside. Hicklin immediately smelled alcohol on the student's body. Hicklin observed that Carlson was intoxicated and belligerent. It was an odd interaction. It didn't last long. Hicklin told Carlson to go to the office. Carlson did not. He went in the opposite direction, away from where the classrooms were located on campus, toward the football field, and in the direction of where he lived. Hicklin lost sight of Carlson and went back inside his classroom. "I brought alcohol to school that day, and everybody got drunk, including Steve," sophomore Rob Tremblay said. "He was being stupid to all the girls. All the guys in the auto shop, we locked him in there. He was all dirty with food all over him, screaming and yelling. They dropped pot in there or something. We were all silly drunk, and it was easy to coax him into it. Everybody was walking by, kicking it. It echoes in there." Soon thereafter, freshman Andrew Hartlett said he left campus, along with Todd Smith and Alan